I'm so glad you dropped by. I hope you've had a good week, that it not too stressful, but you stayed healthy. And I'm glad that you're here. It's been 7 days since we spent some time together. My name is Lynda Phippen, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Ontario, Canada. So I'm glad you're here. Got some inspiring ideas for you today, something that hopefully will challenge you, that you'll find creative, and that you'll too will be inspired to make your own cards. So let's get started. Okay, so this set that we're going to be using today is called Welcoming Windows. It has a lot of wonderful dies that go with it, and it's found on page 58 of our mini catalog. Sorry about that. And it's been enjoyable. I've quite enjoyed it. Today I wanted to concentrate on Mother's Day, and this is Hope You Have a Wonderful Mother's Day, and that is the theme of today's cards. This is what the stamp set looks like, Welcoming Windows. And the card that we're going to do turns out like this here. So let's get started. Hope you'll have a wonderful Mother's Day with a little bit of bling in there and a window and flowers. So the pieces that we need, I've done some prep work, and I'll just set the card aside. And we take a 8.5 by 11, cut it in half, and fold it in half again. Most of this card is black and white, and I put some bricks with some basic gray, and I just randomly put them on the front of the card. Now, when I did this the first time, I wasn't sure where I was going to put the window. So I'll try and remember where I put them. So let's see, we'll put some there, and they really can go randomly. And then I did turn the stamp upside down so they all didn't look exactly the same. And they can actually go off the paper as well. So there we go. Let's see, maybe I'll just put one more up here. Okay. So we don't need the gray again, basic gray. So I'll just set that aside, and our bricks. And then what I did was I glued the base onto the black so that we had a black frame. And I realize that's a little challenging because it is on black, but it is a frame that we just did. And then we have a window that it is a die. Again, that is a little tricky to see. So let me just get this glued on. And I might have to move the window because I see I put Okay, so I'm going to put that down just a little bit because I shouldn't have put that last bricks on the top, but it's okay. So we have the window and this little shelf that we are going to be putting our flowers on. And I put some dimensions on it to give it a little height. Just grab the dimensions here. So put one in the middle. And then I did some stamping on the Mother's Day sentiment. And I should show you how easy this stamp works. So I have Old Olive, and I will stamp a couple of bunches of flowers here, and I'm going to do one more just in case I need it. And then you take the real red and you fill in with the flowers themselves. So I lined up the 3 top flowers. And the 3 top flowers again. And 3 top flowers again. So these ones here I cut out. And there is a die that will cut this out. But I'm just going to do this by some little fussy cutting. And for this one, I'm just going to snip it in half and just glue it on both sides so we have a nice full set of flowers. Then I also put, let's see, one on that side, a few more on this side. You know, flowers kind of grow where they want to grow. And then I took the same colors and did a little bit of greenery around the Mother's Day. So a little extra greenery, and then some flowers. Put some dimensions on the back. So this particular sentiment was punched out with a square punch that has a scallop on it. It's really quite nice. I'm not quite sure how to get that without the light shining on it. So just put that on there, as straight as possible. Oh my goodness. And then just glue that on our card. Then we take this and we glue it on the front. The right way. And I put a few rhinestones on. And there we have card number 1. And on the inside, I just took the stamps and just made a design on the inside. So you can put a little note, and there we go. I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day, and the rhinestones make it extra shiny. So the next card that we're going to make is another Mother's Day card. I used the same sentiment, but I did it in pink. Magenta Madness is the name of the color. Just clean up some of this mess. So this card, I used this embossing folder Ornate Florals just to give it some texture, as you can think you can see that. So that's the name of the embossing folder. These ovals come from a set called Layered Ovals, and they have quite a few different sizes. So I used the big one, the larger one, to do a oval in the center of our front panel. So that's what I did. And with the piece that came out of it, I am going to use that for the front of the card as well. Now, what I learned about this is that you want to cut out your piece first and then put this through your embossing cut machine, because if you do it the other way around, because to cut it you have to put it through the embossing machine, it'll flatten out our 3D design, which of course I did the first time. So let us glue our embossed piece on first. And then I used a different green and a different pink. Magenta is the pink because the other one was red. And I'm using pear pizzazz. So these are the two colors that we're using right now. So let me just close these up, because otherwise I could very well get them mixed up. So let's stamp the inside of our panel. And I used it's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I need to wipe off the red. Okay, so where did it go? Here it is. Okay. So I actually put this sideways so that it looked a little different. And then we put the magenta on here. And then I cut out the little jar to put our flowers in. So let's just glue that on there. So we've got our flowers on there. And a nice beautiful vase for Mother. And I put on some more dimensionals. There's lots of dimensionals. Now, before I do that, we're going to use this piece that I cut out as a centerpiece for this here. So I'm going to show you what I did. Was I took a blending brush, and I'm just going to get a piece of paper underneath it. So now we're going to use this piece on the card, but this is the inside panel. So what I did was I took the blending brush and I went around, not too dark, but if you have a any shape for the inside, you can do that. And then you have a lovely oval for the inside. So just going to set that aside for 1 second, because this piece that we used, it has some green on that side, but no one is going to suspect a thing. We'll take the paper pieces off of our dimensionals. Okay. So what I want to do is kind of offset the oval. So we don't lose the scallops on one side. Just kind of put it just off to the side a little bit. You may or may not want to do this, but when you put this piece back in, you lose all of the pink. So I didn't want to lose all of the pink. I kind of wanted to have pink on both sides so that you can see it. So it kind of gives a frame. And then I put Happy Mother's Day sentiment. And we need a little bit more dimensions again. And it really is a preference if you like to have dimensionals on the actual sentiment itself or the backing. There's no right or wrong way. It's however you wish to put it. So we put our sentiment. Happy Mother's Day. Hope your day is wonderful. I think I've got that on straight. And then for the inside panel, we have our green oval, or our white oval framed in green. And then what I did was I just took the leaves again and just randomly, I'll just show you what the result looks like. That's my goal, is to randomly put some greenery around and randomly put some flowers, and then there's room for the sentiment. So I'm going to just kind of put the stamp different ways all around. And again, there's no right or wrong way. If you like to have your leaves a little bit longer, I just wanted it to kind of frame it. And then I took the red flowers, not matching it up at all, and just randomly kind of stuck them in between the leaves. Don't you wish your garden was this easy to grow? A little bit here, a little bit there. And it's better if you twist the flowers so they don't look so uniform. So there's the inside panel. Little bit of glue. And there we have Mother's Day card number 2. And they look both quite different from each other. But I'm quite happy with them. Now, tonight I only did 2 cards. I usually do 3, but I did 2 cards because I wanted to show you a little sneak peek of the new catalog, a set that's in the new catalog. And I'm only going to show you the stamp set and what it can do because I just got it in the mail and I want to work on a card this week. So our brand new catalog is available. It should be, if you have a demonstrator, your demonstrator should be mailing out the new catalog, and you can start ordering from it May 4th. So this is one of the brand new sets, and it is very, very pretty. It has so much potential, and it comes with a punch that you can put your sentiments on. So these I just stamped on black, and I put them with gold embossing. So I just want you to see the detail. It is so pretty. And I can't wait to make a card. So this is as far as I got because I was so excited about taking everything out of the box. But this one here, to use your imagination, you see the detail and how pretty that looks on black. And this is one of the sentiments, happy anniversary or thank you. This is the punch that I did in gold foil paper. This here is also, you can see like a border. So my mind is going to be working this week on creating a card with our new products, and I'm quite excited. And this is as far as I got because I just didn't have time. But that's okay. I'll make time for next week. This will be our sneak peek for card for next week. So I hope you will join me, and I hope you enjoyed the 2 Mother's Day cards that we did tonight. Quick and easy, and I quite enjoyed working with some flowers for a special mother. So don't forget Mother's Day. I think it's the first Sunday in May. I'll check on that date. Anyway, have a great week. Keep yourself safe and healthy. And thank you for joining me tonight. And I hope that you're able to find some time to join me next week. Next Wednesday. The weeks go by quickly. So have a great week. And I will stop by and hope you will stop by, and we'll see each other next week. Bye for now.